In the age of mobility, meetings happen everywhere and anywhere. But in pursuit of increased productivity and effectiveness in communication, there's a new meeting room taking shape in today's office environments. Companies are taking note of how conference rooms are really used, and most often it's for spontaneous gatherings of small, collaborative groups. Thus, the spontaneity of mobile device collaboration and small group meeting needs were combined for a right sizing of conference rooms, giving birth to the Huddle Room.
These rooms are smaller, but they are definitely packed full of technology. So we asked AV integrators, how are you integrating technology differently in huddle rooms compared to other meeting spaces?
And so the technology is sort of followed throughout where you're trying to create a collaborative environment where people can present and share information within that huddle space and then also share it within the video space as well. You're designing a huddle space where you can bring in whatever device you have, whether it be Mac, whether it be Windows, whether it be iOS, whether it be Android, and you're able to share information, you're able to perform a video call, share content, all within that space.
With all those options in one small room, how can you make it easy to use?
The user expectations for a huddle room are very different. With most of our customers, you don't have to schedule a huddle room. You just go find one that's empty and sit there and have your meeting. And because the meetings happen on that kind of an ad hoc basis, they need to happen quickly and easily. So you can't have an admin come in and set up the huddle room. You can't have a video call scheduled in advance and already organized before you get there. So the room has to be much easier for users to come in and just do what they need to do on the fly. Technically, that tends to mean that we don't put a third-party control system in a huddle room. Even today, with everybody having a phone and a tablet, people are still a little intimidated by those touchscreens. So we tend to make the user interface much simpler, even down to just the level of some show me buttons on the cables.
The simplified approach to huddle room technology integration also applies to video conferencing technology.
We tend to stay away from hardware video conferencing and let people use Skype or Jabber or Link, something that they're used to doing from their desktop in the huddle room.
With so much technology in use in the small confines of a huddle room, what are the connectivity needs?
Well, I would say because we're getting into wireless technology and wireless data sharing and video conferencing, it's really come down to power and USB connectivity are really the main ones you're going to see nowadays. Many people still give the traditional VGA and HDMI connectivity as a backup and fail-safe to the wireless technology, but that's going to really start to drop away where people can just come in, share wirelessly, and if they need to connect up to some type of camera or microphone, they might have a USB connectivity. So, and even that might be going away. So in the end, the ability to be able to plug in and maintain to keep your device on is really going to be the most important piece, and everything else will just be happening wirelessly over the network.
That just about sums it up. Huddle rooms may be small, but the productivity results are tremendous. Middle Atlantic Products, what great systems are built on.